Hi, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we're going to be looking at something that's slightly different. Can you buy an airsoft gun for under £70? That's about $80 in your time. 70 quid. This one you can. It is an SR47 series. This is an AK version made by SRC. SRC is a Star Rainbow company. They make some good guns, I think. They're made based in Taiwan. This is one of their budget ones, and therefore it's cheaper. This is designed at the beginning market. These are for new players or somebody who's looking to get into airsoft on a budget. If you're more experienced in airsoft, then this video is not going to be for you because it's going to be a bit patronizing. I apologize, but thank you for watching and thank you for coming in, and thumbs up. Let's have a look at this thing. Quick unboxing. Let's have a look at the gun. Let's do some shooting, and then I'll tell you how wonderful it is. And I'm not sponsored by these guys, so maybe I won't. Okay. What's in the box? Okay, first thing that's not in the box is an airsoft manual. These manuals I do like to ridicule and have a go at, but I've had a quick flick through this one and there's nothing on here that I can take the nick out of. Guys, your translation is very good, your pictures are fine, it's a manual, it's there, good job. Okay, so we have a pack of BBs. I'm assuming these are .2s, maybe. We have a charger. Okay, so if you're a new player, these chargers are no good, okay? What they do is they charge the battery and they keep charging it, they don't cut off. Your batteries will end up overcharging and then blowing up your house and killing all your family. Get rid of them, get something decent. Get a battery in this one. It's a NACO battery, 7.9. It's okay, fine. We've got, I put something in there. We've got this. These are really good for your dogs. Get them as dog treats. Don't do that, don't do that. Poison, don't do that. Bit of advertising blur, and this I've put in there. This is mine. I'll explain that. And the gun. Oh, hang on. And this. These come in all of these boxes, again, I'm sure they're some kind of back scratcher. Please help me if you know. AK, look at AK. Let's go to the box. Let's have a look at this thing. And there it is. Now, the elephant in the room is this. A clear body. Now, this is a budget gun, and I get that. And for that reason, I don't have a problem with this, but I wouldn't put that to my collection because of the way it looks. If you were to spend £150, you're going to get something like this. This is the SEMA AK-47, and this has got the real wood, okay? And it's different. This is the one I put this mount on top of here. I get this is a budget gun, and I'm not going to knock it because it's budget. What I am going to say is, I'm not going to endorse this. I'm not going to say how wonderful this is. There is a company out there, a company that video that they put on this gun, their click on their YouTube is AK SRC in wood. And it's clearly not wood, and it's clearly just, even they say afterwards, oh, it looks okay. That's wood. This is not wood, okay? This is a budget gun. 100 quid more? Okay, it's a lot of money, but look. Okay, let's go back to this. Times are hard. I mean, budget-wise, this is what we've got to play with nowadays.
Grenade attack!
Welcome back. Sorry about that. I thought it'd be funny. Okay, so let's have a look at this gun. Let's get this away. So, this is an AK-47, and I'm sorry, but I don't know about you. It looks fantastic. Okay, let's take away the body part being clear. It's not a bad looking gun. You've got your stock in the back, which is a polymer. It's not a particularly great polymer. You can hear it's hollow, it's a bit plasticky. You have a plastic clear see-through body, which is really cool because you can see all the mechanisms and everything inside the gun. But it does look a bit naff, doesn't it? It's better than a blue gun, but it's still a bit naff. The cover on the top is metal, coming up to your sights, which are adjustable. On AK sights, if you pull this back, you can adjust it. You never do this. It's never gonna do that. You've got on the front here, your furniture is plastic and creaky. It's a bit creaky. Coming out to the front, you've got your metal barrel. You've got your front sight, which isn't adjustable in any way. Coming up to the front, then you've got this cap on here, which if you unscrew it, has your 14mm anti-clockwise screw, so you can put a suppressor on the front. You've got your fire select. The fire select is metal. You've got your full automatic, and then your semi. Again, the company that I mentioned earlier did say that this is semi and full automatic. And if you're selling guns and you have a big company, you think you would know the difference between... Anyway, the AK scratch scars mark that you get, you don't get that on this. It's plastic, you're not going to get that. Charging handle is metal, okay, and inside there you have your AK hop-up. I say AK hop-up, basically what it is you have a lever on the side and if you move the lever backwards and forwards, it adjusts the hop up on the gun for you. If you're not sure what hop up is, then this is probably a bit more advanced a video than you're ready for, and I can go through that if you want. Let me know. New players, you know, people watching this kind of video, I would imagine, are going to be people who are on the budget or new players and they don't know what Airsoft is. You guys are really important. You're the ones that are going to make this sport more popular. Don't be scared to ask questions. You go to a game, it's really intimidating. Everyone's all full kitted up and, you know, heads and guns and stuff, and you turn up and going, what the hell's going on? I'm hiring kit. Guys, you're really important to Airsoft. If you have a question, ask us. Anyone in the communities are going to be really happy to help you. Okay, so there it is. You know what? I don't mind the look of that. What I am going to do is change this body. It's a bit of a strange thing. If you have a blue gun, okay, and you take it apart, change the gearbox, update it, upgrade it, make it better, then that's fine. It's called teching a gun. That's not a problem. If you spray a gun and change the appearance of it, in the UK law, you are a gunsmith and you're not allowed to do that. Legally, you're not allowed to do that. Be careful. If you buy a blue gun and you start spraying it and changing it, you could find yourself in trouble with the local PC plod. I say that because it's a very grey matter in Airsoft in the UK. Be very careful about changing the appearance of a gun, because you could find yourself in trouble with the local plod. Okay, here you have your cleaning rod, which would be on the real gun. This actually does come off, but is not really long enough to clean your barrel. Oh, crap. So don't use that. It's purely for show. Okay, so the grip is polymer as well. It's okay. It's quite comfortable. It's plasticky. On the other side of the gun, you have a gun sling. This is metal, coming up to your front sling on the front of the gun as well. The trigger is metal. The trigger guard is metal, and the magazine release is metal. Do you know what? Actually, it's not a bad gun. In fact, I am going to replace the body. You can buy parts like this. Okay. Obviously, this is a metal body that will replace on this gun and make it look a little bit more realistic. Although we will still have all the plastic bodywork and stuff. Something like this is actually quite good. Here you've got a switch that on AKs, if you put it up, releases up here, means that you can take this off. This gun you cannot. This has no effect. In fact, the only way of taking this body furniture off is by removing the front barrel, the gas tube on here. So it's more cosmetic. This gun is wired to rear. This gun is wired to rear with an inline fuse. I'll show you that in a moment. So the magazine is metal. It is a high cap magazine. High cap meaning that you have a wheel at the bottom. So what you do is you have a door on the front here. You put your BBs in here, about, I think it's 350, 400. Oh, I need to check that. Close that down again, and you wind this. It then puts a spring, it puts all your BBs to the top. When the BBs come out to the top here, keep winding it, it'll start clicking, and then you go. What it does mean is when you're playing a game with this, when you're shooting, if no BBs come out, you have to wind this a little bit more. You have to keep winding this all the way through. It's a bit of a faff, really. High caps are fine, it's preference, but I don't really like them. So that's why I bought this. So this is a mid-cap magazine. Now mid-cap means that it has no door. What you do is you get a speed loader and you load it straight into the hole here. Once you fill this up, again it's about the same. It's about 300 BBs. I need to check that. Sorry. Once you've loaded them all up into there, they don't rattle. This thing is silent. You have a low cap. A low cap is basically you have the same thing as this. You have a door on the side here, but you have a pull cord, and that will put the tension on there. It just means it's a little bit quicker. A little bit more expensive, but probably easier to run. Bees knees, isn't it? That looks pretty awesome. I mean, we're talking 70 quid. It's not bad looking. There's a lot of rattle to the gun. Firstly, that's the wiring in the back. I hate the sound of that. You've got this, which is shaking, which is your sling mount on the front. This thing makes quite a lot of noise as well. And these rattle. But come on, I mean, it's not bad looking. 70 quid. How does it fire though? Just a quick one for you if you're not familiar with AKs and you want to know how to load the magazine. AKs are very simple. You have a button underneath here which you need to press forward. When you press it forward, it releases the magazine. The magazines have a lip on the front here which clicks up and into the body here. Once you've clicked it into the body, you can then push this up and it then connects with this lock on the back of the magazine. Let's have a look. So you put it in, click it up. Simple. I have to say, for 70 quid, I'm not unimpressed with it. This is going to make all the difference, but it's still going to be a metal gun with a plastic body. But it is metal. Okay, let's have a look at the back of this thing and just find out what space we've got. So, magazine out, still obviously not loaded, and we're in safe. So you have your buttstock on the pack here. By pushing this down, it releases, and then inside you have your wiring, which is your fuse box, and then your large Tamir. Tamir is a form of connection for the gun. So you also connect this one up. Battery space in there, you have loads of space. In fact, so much so that I think maybe it'd be worth trying to fill that out a bit so it doesn't rattle as much as it does, because it sounds awful. Wires tuck up inside. Cover goes back on, and we're loaded. Okay, there's no magazine in here, there's no BBs in here, the gun's never been fired before. Let's just find out how it sounds on single shot. And then full automatic. It doesn't sound too bad. It's not very good dry firing your gun. It doesn't do it the world of good, but I'll do it just for you. It doesn't sound too bad. I think let's get this on the chrono, let's test it out, let's do some shooting with it, and then we'll come back to the studio here and come with our conclusions. Just a quick message for Lofty. Mate, you might want to buy one of these. It probably will last an entire game, which most of your guns don't. Okay, I'm thinking let's not overextend this bad boy too much. With the FPS like that, it's not going to go too far, is it? I put a run cam on there, so hopefully we might be able to get some footage. I've seen worse results. I mean, obviously distance wise was quite close, but it made it through paper. That's a start. Okay, so it did better than I expected it to do at 20 foot, but then you should do, even though the FPS isn't fantastic. Let's try and get out to 45 foot. I've got some cans set up. Let's see if we can manage to hit them, or if it's got the length to do it. And if so, what kind of damage it's doing. I would have thought it should get there. Maybe. Single shot first. Let me just line them up and then we'll go for auto. Run cam hopefully working this time. Well, that was surprising. It got the distance, it got down there okay. I don't think it was hitting the cans particularly hard, but that said, it hit them. Let's go and have a look what devastation we caused. I think it's safe to say that they're not going to be scared of us. Not really very much damage at all on those. In fact, I don't think it went through a single can. Now they've got a few holes in them. Fun time. Okay, so the SRC AK-47 is it's a budget gun. The FPS was far too low for gameplay out in woodlands. For close quarter, it's far too low. But then again, so if you know, you can take the gearbox apart, you can change the spring, put a bigger spring in there, and you could probably up the FPS on that. 70 quid for this gun. This one is slightly updated, but SEMA 160 quid, I think I said. I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? yes, this is going to help. Yes, this is going to make it look a slightly better gun. One thing I've done is I've had airsoft guns for a long time, and I've got loads of spare bits. So I've put all those bits together, and I've made a new gearbox. And this is a version 3 gearbox with new wiring and such, and a bigger spring. So when I change this body over, I'm going to put this on, and we'll see how that goes then. It's not that expensive to do, but this has probably cost me 40 quid to do this. If you were to buy all these bits, it's probably going to cost you £100. Again, you go for an AK, for a SEMA, something a little bit more expensive. This is a budget gun. You get what you pay for. Aesthetically, it doesn't upset me, apart from the clear plastic body and the horrible body furniture. But it's a metal gun. It just needs updating and technical wise. So could you field this? Yes, you could. You could take this to a game. I wouldn't advise it. This is more for plinking in the garden and having fun and having something that looks kind of cool. But it's probably not a serious airsoft gun. For your first gun, you know, I would spend a little bit more money. There's a lot of guns out there you can buy, and they're probably going to be better than this. But that said, for 70 quid, I would be dead happy for having a gun like this. Would I buy one? I did. Would I keep it in my collection? Only to upgrade it and to play with it and see if I can make it something a bit more decent. And even then, it's still going to be a creaky gun. But it'd be great if somebody wants to play with me for a lone gun, if I can get the gearbox to make it a little bit better. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this was meant to be my 500 sub video. I've now smashed that with 550 subs. Thank you, guys. You're amazing. Some of the comments that I've been getting from you guys are incredible, like this one. What a nice guy. Thank you. So my next video is going to be looking at this. This is the R45. This is my 500 giveaway. I kind of figured I want to give something back to you guys for all your support and all your watching my videos and stuff. So I'm going to review this gun in my next video and give it away. So if you want a chance to win this, watch this video, subscribe, put a comment in the video. I'll describe it in there. And you could win this gun, which you can't see. Look at the next video. Guys, thank you very much. Thumbs up. Please subscribe if you like the videos. This one's obviously of a gun of a budget, but you know, we've all got to start somewhere. And if you bought this gun, good luck. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.